be
day.
major. We have a major day tomorrow.
Major.
Well, you don't have a major day.
Really?
I have. Well, you got a day, but
Shit.
what are you doing?
I don't know.
But our Wednesday is going fine. I mean, I'm a little lost because there's no baseball, there's no football today.
Poor thing.
I still got basketball, but the Warriors played last night, so they're probably not even playing tonight.
I need to get some.
I look like my dad. Thank you, country girl.
Thank
I
you.
take that as a compliment. Can you see the Grinch pants? How could you see those?
Because I said it.
Oh, yeah, it's my Grinch pants. I did not know that we were going on. I was just gonna go hang out in my room and listen to music and get ready for tomorrow.
I thought you did.
Because it's a busy day tomorrow. We got ABC News is coming here to the house tomorrow. They're gonna be here with, all their cameras and all the people. While I testify or tell my story, I'm not really testifying because I'm not under oath, but hey, Moneymaker. Moneymaker, I looked for you during the Steeler game. I couldn't remember, because it's Make Money. I knew that I called you something different than your name, and I couldn't find you I was going to text you during the game. I'm going to send you a DM, but I couldn't find your name. I don't know, was it last Sunday or the Sunday before? I can't remember. We haven't been on so long, but tomorrow I'm getting a bit nervous. I've never spoken to a government committee hearing before. I've done a lot, but I've watched them, but I've never spoken. So tomorrow's going to be quite interesting, and there's going to be cameras here recording everything. How you doing, GoHub? ABC's, they're doing a story, for the state on what they're doing, and so I'm going to be part of that story. So there's going to be news cameras here while I'm trying to testify to this committee, which is, it's a bit intimidating. You're there, and it's like giving a speech. And I practiced a few times today. I practiced like 5 times, and it comes out different every single time. I didn't write it. I'm just going for it. And every time I practice, it just comes out completely different. Grandpa is doing really well. He's eating, and we're trying to keep him in good shape coming up for the procedure next week.
Look at his belly. Look at that. Sorry. I haven't showered yet.
A dying breed, the people are going to say that forever. If you can't see after 5 years that, he's doing quite well and is quite fond of her, which is not something that would happen if he didn't feel treated well. Because emotions stay. He may not remember, specifically what happened, but the emotions kind of carry over. And
are we there?
People are just going to say what they're going to say.
Are we still talking about that?
People attack me all the time too. It's remarkable.
Not
On
really.
Facebook, people I don't know.
Not really.
Danielle, can I just talk? I'm trying to talk, and you're making fun of me. How about them Dodgers? Well, congratulations to all the Dodger fans. I was rooting the other way, but it's not like I really, it wasn't one of my teams. You can talk, just don't sit there and mock me. If you can talk on your own, or you cannot. The procedure grinds out the inside of his prostate so that he will be able to urinate without the use of a catheter. And that is starting to bring some nerves up, because that's coming up. And this is, it's a risky procedure. It is normally an outpatient procedure for most people, but for my dad and his condition, it's a scary situation. But the benefit, if we can get rid of that catheter, and I can't tell you just how bad that catheter is. You know about the UTIs, but it's horrific what it does to the body. Having that in for all those months, hanging and pulling and getting plugged and poked. It is not a pleasant thing to have. So we are taking a risk intentionally to try and give my dad an opportunity to have a better quality of life for his remaining days here on the planet. And that's why we're doing it. It's a risk, but it's something that I think for my dad's sake, if we can get rid of it and he can go back to his own bed, We don't have to have that damn hospital bed. I just think that if you know, it's a risk, and if he doesn't make it through the procedure or something happens, we'll have to deal with that. But for him, if he can make it through this procedure,
Thanks,
I think he can have a better quality of life for his remaining time. That's a week, a month, a year, 2 years, 3 years. I want him to be able to, you know, to live a little bit and not just exist. CC, it's not about the catheter is what we have to get rid of, because not only is it destructive to the body, but it's a breeding ground for bacteria. It creates infection after infection, and the infections are what's taking him down now, and having to treat those with harsh antibiotics. What's my advice for growing potatoes? That's an interesting question. I'm an educated man, and I can speak intelligently on a lot of subjects, but growing potatoes, you know, other than that, like putting a potato seed on toothpicks in a cup over your sink and letting it grow like I seem to remember doing 40 years ago, I don't know how to grow a potato.
So one thing again is enough.
Love dogs, you know, we will have to figure out, before we move him to his regular bed, we're gonna have to put up rails and probably have him, you know, even have the safety strap in there, so that gives us time, because he's gonna be getting up to go to the bathroom. You know, so I know it's gonna create some difficulties, but for him, it'll create difficulties for us as caregivers, right? That's the reality. It will be more difficult for us as caregivers, but for him, it's a huge difference. So this is definitely not for our, you know, for our enjoyment or to make our lives easier. It's to make his life better.
It's gonna be,
for his remaining time.
our life is going to be harder.
Our lives are going to get hard. There's trolls out there that are, you know, this person who goes by Rhonda, I think, and you know, she makes a million comments. They're not horrific, so you're not going to block her. But there is some truth to some of the things that trolls are saying. Yeah, he's going to be up going to the bathroom, and it's a risk, and it's going to be hard for us. And yes, we know. But if you saw what that catheter is doing to him,
It's hard for us
you
now.
know. Okay,
In
and I
other
can't
ways.
describe it. I can't talk about it. Nurses know. People that have seen it know what those catheters do, and it is god awful.
There's pros and cons to catheter and no catheter, for sure. So we're gonna get screwed either way.
My dad does not get violent. He can get a bit
Thank
feisty,
you, Catherine.
but he does not. Mine has never been a violent
Thank you,
man.
Cindy. Never.
Did I give my wife Botox? I am against Botox. I'm against all that stuff.
Let's not talk about
For the people out there that think I control my wife or I have any say over what she does, I mean, watch the videos. I have no control over her and what she does. I'm not someone who's into Botox. I don't want tattoos. I don't want I don't want needles going on my body unnecessarily for any reason. But I am not her, and she is not me. We are different people, and I can't tell her no. I'm worried that I don't want to have some looking person in like 5 years, and I've seen what Botox does, and I try to tell her. If you read, people that have done it for many years, they regret it, and they regret it significantly. It's cosmetic. It's just. Again, I could go on and on, but my wife will get irritated with me, so I'm moving off the subject. She is free to do it if she wants to. I am not. It's not something I'd ever do or, want somebody to do. But we are two different people. Dad is doing fine. Lou, I thank you for asking. Other than that, the coughing and the.
We use a gate belt. Thank
What?
you.
What's
Somebody
it
said, use a gate belt. No shit. We use a gate belt.
Listen, gate belts are important, and people watch us, like transferring to the car, up from the bed.
We do what's easy for us.
That's beautiful. My wife said it's all about what's easier for. The reality is, the gate belt's not going to help for what we're doing and where we're moving him. I've had my dad buckle, and I can grab him even if I'm not holding him, I can grab him. And you have to realize if my dad's gonna fall while we're walking him, it's not about keeping him up. It's just about cushioning the fall. You grab him and you go down, and you just go down without injury. But you know, the gait belt is definitely.
He's not eating at this present moment.
He's loving that burger. He's loving his dinner.
Oh, David, I love it.
Dangerous to others, you know. The cough it's weird. It just comes and goes. Like I didn't see it for like 5 days, and then you know, an irritation comes in his throat, and
He just said, I said, why are you coughing? He goes, oh, there's something irritating my throat. You have 50? Good for you, Debbie. I'm all for do what you need to do.
But Teresa, I'm not sure if you're responding. I don't know what that question means, or you might be
Sounds
responding to
dry.
somebody else.
I mean, I don't know how you understand it. How it sounds dry.
Listen, I mean, all we do is shove liquid down his throat. He's not coughing from a dry throat. That I can tell you. He's coughing. I don't know why, but you know, and there are a million different things. You have to realize we're not giving him scans for cancer or looking for other, you know, signs of serious illness. We're past that point. You know, we're not going to run him into the, you know, ear, nose, and throat doctor every time there's a problem. It's more difficult for him to get up and go to the doctor than it is to deal with the symptoms. If they're mild, then we can get past them. So only major issues that we have to deal. Biotine is, Love Dogs, we do Biotine and other mouthwash. We've tried it. Sometimes the problem is he'll swallow that, and that will irritate his throat. So it's not easy, but it's not anything that is, you know, impacting his life right now. Maybe for 5 minutes at a time. He coughed last night, and we were, you know, dealing with it, and I had to put his bed up just to make him feel better. Got cats over here again. Rio, I do exercise. I even walked today in between rainstorms. I walked like 6 miles today. But I'll tell you, tomorrow I'm not going to be able to walk. Tomorrow is a big, big day. What time? The news shows up. The news crew shows up at 10:30.
10:30.
And I am testifying like I have to get on at 10 o'clock, 10 or 11 o'clock to speak to the governmental committee. So the news thing will be going on while I'm testifying to the committee, which is kind of a little nerve-wracking. I don't have it written out. I'm gonna do it. I wrote a closing statement, but that's it. And so I got to do that, and then the interview with ABC. So tomorrow's going to be a stressful day. You know,
it's not comfortable.
It's not that, and hopefully my mom comes over so she can watch it. Is this Dan?
Thanks, Erica.
I'm Dan. That's Danielle. Country Girl. I think Danielle may go live and may live stream some of it. We'll certainly catch video. At least I hope she does. I'll be busy, but I hope she may live stream the whole thing. I don't know. You can go ahead. You could live stream on one of these devices.
We don't know. As long as they say it's okay to live stream, we will. Right? I mean, we have to.
What are you talking about?
ABC.
Danielle, this is our house. ABC doesn't control whether you live stream or not. This is America. You can do what you want in your own house.
Can we?
As far as I know.
But can we?
I don't know. What would stop you?
I don't know. I mean, it's just respectful to ask them if we can do it, right? I thought you said.
I mean, you certainly should ask, yeah.
Okay.
But they can't stop you. But you could. I would certainly not do it without telling people.
Right. Thank you, Caroline. Sometimes they don't like you to.
Okay. I don't care. Why are you in the shadow? Are you in a shadow?
I'm in a shadow.
Oh, because she.
Oh. Because Dan's is on me seen. He likes to do that. Take away my.
Do you guys have any home health care? So, Sophie, we had home healthcare nurses for like 3 weeks after his procedure, and we had a guy who came in and did physical therapy. We had somebody that came in and bathed him, but he improved and he graduated out of the qualification for home health nurses. That's the problem with getting better is you lose, you can lose some of the services that you had, and it's a it's just there's a silver lining. Hey, he's getting better, but then you lose what you had. Danielle just went to go check on my dad. That's why she's not here. Been married for 28 years.
Yeah, here.
Who runs this relationship? COS. I run myself, and she runs herself. That's just the way it is. If sometimes we clash. I don't get upset or chime in unless it really means a lot to me. Like something to do with care for one of the kids or my dad. Then I'll really pipe up. But for the most part, 98% of what couples argue about is irrelevant BS. And I just feel it's easier to let it go than to fight it. Life is easier that way. I'm not somebody to look back. I don't live looking back and being angry and looking for revenge. I look forward always. Am I going to? I will, if I can go to the Kyle Larson parade, I will definitely go. I am so proud that, he's a 2-time NASCAR championship from Elk Grove. That kid went to the same high school that 3 of my kids went to. Kyle Larson went to that same high school, had the same teachers. He learned how to race right here in Elk Grove and Sacramento doing go-karts. And we have, a racing center not far, like 5 miles away from us. And that's where he learned. And now he's like one of the best in the world. And that is pretty cool. And his mom still lives here in Elk Grove. She sent us some gear like last year or maybe 2 years. And it is, we're excited and we're proud of our hometown hero. Ernie Irvin, I seem to remember that name, a race car driver. My dad's originally from Oakland, born in Seattle, but 6 months old he moved to Oakland. David, I've never been a big NASCAR fan until a guy from my own city that went to my kids' high schools is now the champion. So that makes me a NASCAR fan. And he's just a really good guy. I've heard that from so many different places. His mom's a sweetheart, and he's just really a good guy. My dad's eating.
You guys are so angry with the Kyle Larson win. He won in the last second or something.
Danielle, you don't know what you're talking about. It's not about a race. He didn't win a race. That's not what he won. He won for the whole year. It's kind of like the decathlon. Like Bruce Jenner, he never won any individual races, but he won the decathlon because he did good enough in enough events.
I'll just sit here and smile.
I think he actually came in third in the race.
It doesn't matter. People are so angry because he ended up taking it in the
Well,
last second.
Fans of the other drivers could be angry the same way
100%.
Toronto fans are
and
angry.
that's why I was saying that.
But I'm happy because he's our guy. If the Toronto had won, the Dodger fans would be.
Again, I was.
It was Bruce back then when he won the decathlon. Today it's Caitlyn Jenner. But back then it was still Bruce.
I'm still defending. I'm still responding to a comment that you just cut me off on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Completely gone.
You can remember what you were saying?
I was talking about what they were saying was he won and it was unfair. And I said, just because he won in the last second or whatever it was, doesn't make it any more worthy or not.
This was not the last second. This was over a whole season. The whole season. I know that LA beat Toronto. Jeff Gordon, I do remember.
Andrea, we used to a lot.
Yeah, so
Definitely
I'm always prepared to go live
Ugh.
on Monday, Wednesday, and whatever when she's ready to go. But I don't want to go on unless we're ready to be energetic and have a good live. I don't just want to jump on when we're like that. What's the point? Common sense warrior. Hey man, there's benefits to being single. There's benefits to being married.
What are the benefits of being single versus married?
Well, single, obviously. You
What?
get to play the field.
Okay,
You get new people.
So
it's
that's it.
exciting.
so that's it. So
You
what,
know, you can.
so
Yeah. I
what
mean,
are
if you
the
don't like
benefits?
one, you trade it in for another.
Okay, so what are the benefits of being
Oh,
married?
stability. You get to have a family. You get to grow old with somebody. When you are at my dad's age, if you're together, you can look back on a lifetime of memories. I think it's. I mean, I prefer the marriage route. One of my favorite movies is The Notebook. Not because of the dementia, but because of the love story and how they were just meant for each other and they died within an hour of each other. That is a beautiful story to me.
Oh, honey, get the hell out of here. Thank you. Thank you, Nate.
Grandpa's fine. He's just eating dinner right over there. Should someone check
someone
on my
check
dad?
your dad.
Would you like to check on him?
You can go if you want.
I can't go because you got cameras
No, I'm
sitting right
telling
there.
them to go.
Well, I don't think they can do that.
Oh, they can't? I'm sorry.
I love Love Actually too. That's also one of my favorite movies, Ashley. I mean, I love the proposal scene. When he goes over and proposes to that waitress. And I love the sister and the father. And oh yeah, that's a great movie. A great movie. And my God, Keira Knightley. Woo!
Hey,
Although
Mike.
she was like really young in that, I shouldn't say that.
Sorry, Mike. Oh, you're gone. Sorry.
What are you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing? People are being mean. I mean,
No, we don't talk politics on here.
they're gonna go.
Even though I am watching all of everything, we don't talk politics.
Meet Joe Black. I don't know about that movie.
I didn't even. Was that?
Yeah, that's with
Is it Brad Pitt,
yeah.
or Black, the guy named?
Well, yeah. I don't know about that. Hi, Deeds.
I love
Thanks,
Jack
Andy.
Black. I love
You
Jack
do?
Black. Oh
Why?
God, yeah.
Why? Why?
Because he's talented. He's funny. He is a nice man.
Brad Pitt?
No.
Meet Joe Black. Who'd you say?
Never mind.
We were talking about Meet Joe Black. And you said what?
Never mind. I've been talking to comments on here.
I was talking to comments
Jack
too.
Black. Do you know who he is?
I know who Jack Black is.
Okay, that's what
but
we're talking
before-
about, Jack
no,
Black.
He said Meet Joe Black.
I know. I
Which
know.
was-
We're beyond that. I'm responding to comments about Jack Black. Okay, I can't argue with you. I'm responding to the comment.
Rachel.
David, I will try.
It wasn't started for that. It was started because of our journey, Rachel, not because of dementia awareness. It just happens to be that because that's our life. Meet Joe Black stars Brad Pitt, 100%. Hi, Dags. How are ya? 28 years.
Is this you two getting along? This is us on a live when we just jump. I wasn't ready to do this, and I like to do it when we're entertaining and energetic and all that stuff. But I am here doing my best. That's all I can do. This is the best I can do.
I don't know what that means.
I'm just here trying to be as entertaining as I can. That's
And
all I'm trying to do.
anal.
I mean, I asked you before you came on.
You're
Do you
being
want to go
anal.
on? Do you want to do it like
You are being
with a good
anal.
attitude, or
I'm fine, but you're obviously have the problem.
I have no problem.
Look at you. Are you gonna go?
Why would I go? I mean, what? Would you hear anything troubling?
No. I'll go. Hey. Hey. What's going on?
How many nights a week do we eat
What's going
pizza?
on?
I don't eat pizza
Why
very
you
often.
coughing?
You know,
Oh,
maybe every
I don't know either.
once or twice a month,
Oh.
maybe.
I know you're coughing. Why? Maybe take a drink of water.
He's about saving face,
How about that?
she's not. Saving faith?
Hey,
I don't know quite what that means.
let's take some water. Take some of that.
I don't know if she's just,
Hey, take a drink. Thank you. Take a drink. Got it?
Slippery.
I know. Here, take 2 hands. Put that away. Yep. Okay, now grab it with 2 hands. Thank you.
you know, ginger ales, that's not a bad idea. I don't think we've tried carbonated soda.
We
I'm-
have.
Yeah, that would be good to give them, see if,
We
see,
have.
how does it work?
No, it makes him cough. Go
Yeah.
ahead, finish. I'm not talking to you. Take another drink.
What am I looking at? I'm there. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 devices here. I'm just looking at. I'm mostly looking at my own device here. Debbie, I'm not grumpy at all.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not grumpy.
Grumpy.
I didn't. I have no. I mean,
Fun sucker.
I did. This is not what I wanted to do. I mean, I just said, if you want to go on, let's go on and have fun. I don't want to get on and bitch at people or
Dan,
deal with
come
that kind of stuff.
on. I mean, that's not what we do here. I mean, you've got to realize what's at stake here.
Caroline, I don't know the name. There's a name for it. There's an acronym, and somebody will have it. Somebody will. My dad is having the inside of his prostate ground out. That they go in through the urethra. It's supposed to be an outpatient procedure, and they grind out the inside of the prostate so that it just shrinks in size and allows the. It's right next to the bladder, right?
Force
It's
it out.
pushing on it. It's a TURP. I think it could be called a TURP. Yes, TURP. A TURP. I'm not sure what that stands for, but that is the procedure that he's having, and it's very effective. It will the procedure will be successful. The risk is the anesthesia. That's the risk that we're dealing with.
The anesthesia and the after effects.
It sounds painful. Everything that my dad goes through to me sounds painful. I mean, sometimes in that room when they're dealing with him, I'm like, oh, fuck. I gotta. Sometimes I walk out of the room when they're doing the procedures because I just get queasy. I mean, I'm a weak person. I can tell you, my dad is so much stronger than I am. Because if I had to go through some of the shit that he goes through, my God, I'd be whining like a baby.
And we have a really close friend that's going through.
Thank you, ANG.
A lot of shit with her dad too, and it's hard. I mean, every situation is different, and it's hard no matter what. Yeah.
But the Dodgers already won, RJ. They've already won. We know that they won. And, I do enjoy watching, like, Ohtani. I mean, it's pretty amazing, to have a guy like that in baseball today. It's pretty cool.
What are the after effects? Well, the effects of the
I have not heard
anesthesia.
of the aqua ablation healthy, but I'm sure that's something.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
What are the after? Oh, sorry, I can't talk. Go ahead. Tell
What
them
are
what
you
the
talking
after-
about?
Tell them what the after.
I don't know what I was saying. You wanted to finish, so finish.
The after effects of the surgery not only do we have to do with the anesthesia effects, we have to deal with the possible other effects that
I
happen.
don't know what other effects we're talking about. The main
Incontinence.
risk is he's not
For
going to be
6
incontinent.
months.
He may or may not have control. The risk is the anesthesia. That is the real risk of this procedure. He may not come out of it. He may come out of it in a different person. You don't know what's going to happen when you come out, and that is the scariest part. Other than that, it is, for most people, it's an outpatient procedure. You go in, you get it done, you're there for a couple hours, and then you go home that day. I mean, it is not a very invasive
Sorry,
procedure.
Susan.
So that's not the worry. The worry is the anesthesia. I mean, it's almost 100% effective, the procedure itself. Deb, that's a real risk, is hallucinations after anesthesia. That is not uncommon. Even sometimes people don't come all the way out of anesthesia. So it's scary, but it's a decision we had to make based on, my dad's future and how horrific that catheter is. So we want to give him a chance to have a little more quality of life. That's all.
I didn't cut my hair.
Do I sometimes wear a cowboy hat? I wore a cowboy hat. I put a cowboy tattoo on my arm, a fake one, after I lost a bet to actually the family that you were talking about, the one that's having a difficult time with their dad. We were in Cancun, and he's a cowboy fan, and we made a bet, and I lost, so I had to put a frickin' star, a cowboy star in my arm, and walk around with it, which I did proudly. When do you decide enough is enough? So, I mean, those are decisions, and this particular procedure is not like some life-extending procedure, like, you know, treating a disease. This is something that is tailored simply to improve his quality of life for his remaining time. It is not to extend, there's no extension, it doesn't cure anything except his ability to urinate. But for my dad, that can make a big difference in his day-to-day life, all day long. You know, dragging around that catheter in that bag and pulling on your urethra 24 hours a day, not knowing what it is, picking at it, pulling at it, getting infections. Those are not quality of life things. So we're taking a risk for my dad. It could, you know, it's certainly not going to make my life easier. Anytime. If I see the question, I try and answer. Would my dad remember medications to prescribe? No. There's no way that he'd remember names of medications that might help him, or, you know, he knows what an antibiotic is, but he's not going to know, you know, to say amoxicillin or something like that. Yeah, T. Martin, you know, my dad's had this issue of peeing long before the fall, right? He's always had you know, he fell going to the bathroom to pee because he's had an enlarged prostate that makes him pee 4 or 5 times a night. So we are going to actually take care of that problem. So maybe it won't be as bad as we were anticipating, because maybe he'll be able to empty his bladder on a regular basis.
Love you, Mads. When do you decide enough is enough? Well, when he.
I think I just answered that.
Yeah. Well.
That's exactly, and that's a great question. And there are things that are enough, right? I mean, I know that he's got spots on his face right now that are probably
Cancer.
Basal cell.
Yeah.
It's probably what they are. And we are not worrying about that right now. We don't, that's just, you know, that takes a year and a half to progress. We are worried about immediate today and his quality of life next week and next month. We're not looking a year out or a year and a half out at this point. Diapers will be a huge chore. Let me just tell you, you know,
I was going to say something about
it is a chore, and the bathroom's a chore right now. It's a chore. I mean, you know, he's in a wheelchair, right? So every time he goes, that's us bringing him to the bathroom, helping him up, helping him down, helping him up, cleaning him up, getting him back in the chair. It's a major ordeal right now.
Can I talk? Oh, did you want to say something? Never mind. He doesn't want me to talk. I'll sit silent.
Okay, well then don't just go then. Why even be here if you're just going to sit here and not talk and act like that? I mean, you don't want to talk, you don't have to be here. Oh, I'm so sorry. Memory care as of yesterday. I hope it's a good location and that you visit him often. You want to hear her? She can talk. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm just here trying to do the best I can.
Andrew's playing. I'm just going with the beat.
All right, I'm gonna go pee because this is boring.
Oh, wow.
We'll talk away.
No.
Hi guys.
No.
Can you hear that? Yeah, it's my son playing upstairs. Can you hear it? I'm just going with the beat because apparently that's all I can do when I'm here with him. You too, Debbie. Have a good night. Yeah. Your grandpa's hollering at the dog. Of course. Yeah, because he's not done. Yeah, he let him out.
No.
Love it.
No.
Love it. Oh. Yeah, full moon. What's happening? I'm smiling. Thanks, Lack. Thanks. I'm just beating to the drum. That's all I can do. You gotta find your happiness. Hearing my son play gives me happiness.
Let's go, Coco. You're going back. Come on. Come on. Come on to Coco. Come on to Coco.
Oh, hold on. I'm having my moon made.
Come on, Coco. Come on. Come on to Coco. Come on to Coco.
I'm not angry. I'm chilling. Yeah. Did I get Botox? Nope. Didn't get Botox. How long have I been trying to see in February? She was living with me.
What's up,
She's
Pop?
like, yeah, you can't understand. I have dementia? Probably. Sometimes I think I do. 100%.
No, you got
I have great patience.
All right. All
And
right.
that is the key. That is what you see.
He's eating his hamburger with a fork.
Yeah. Well,
He's
he
eating
has-
it like-
he's broken it apart. It does.
Yeah.
He doesn't pick it up. He just eats it. Yeah. So he's eating the bread. He eats the beef, and then he eats the other side of the bread. Too many beers? No, not me. Listen to Andrew. Can you hear him? I love listening to him. Makes me happy.
Thanks, Deb. I appreciate that.
Oh, Deb, I love that. Hi, Tamara. How are you doing? Dan stressed? Probably.
I have a big day tomorrow. I have a huge day tomorrow. I mean, I'm testifying to a governmental committee, and I have the ABC News coming over to do like a 2-hour thing, and that's a little bit of stress.
Soldier on. Soldier on, Dan.
What?
Soldier on.
Soldier on?
Soldier on.
What the hell do you think I'm doing?
I'm just
I am
saying what
here
people are
on
saying.
right now. I am soldiering. I'm marching. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, march. Whatever.
Doesn't
I'm
sound-
soldiering on.
Dance at the beat. Maybe you'll feel happy.
Nobody can hear the beat.
They
That's
can
the
hear
problem.
it. That's the
No,
thing.
people, they can't.
They can.
They said I can't hear
Okay, dance to the beat. Maybe you'll feel happy. It
it.
makes me
Rachel,
happy.
ABC News for it is National
Everybody says they can. You can hear
Caregiver
it.
Awareness
Everybody says they can.
Week
hear it.
month is November, and so I'm doing some work for the state of California to help bring awareness for different services that are available. And tomorrow I'm speaking to a committee that's going to create future policy for future caregivers and
Hold on.
how they can help them.
My
So
fibromyalgia is kicking in right now. Hold on, my nerve pain is going in my arms. Hold on.
that's what I have tomorrow. So I got ABC News is coming for part of that, and I will also be testifying or speaking to a governmental committee. So that's a bit something.
That's called.
I was
stress.
rooting for the Jays, Igor.
I'm coming, but I'm trying to do because the nerve pain goes through my arms and my heart and everything else. So I'm soldiering on. Give me a minute. Whew. That's painful.
Stephanie, going to law school, but you're on the fence. That's a very, that gives me pause. Just hearing you're on the fence, because my advice to people that want to become lawyers is, if you really want to do it, if you really like what lawyers do, if you know what they do and you really like it, you can make a huge difference in this world as a lawyer. But if you don't want to do that, it can be grueling, and it can be, to go work for a law firm is a lot of hours and a lot of work, and you dive into it and it becomes your life. So I would say if you really want to be a lawyer, it's a great profession. I mean, it's wonderful. You can,
Sorry.
lawyer or doctor, you can save people's lives
That
in
just
both
really
professions.
killed me.
As a lawyer, you can impact lots of people's lives. So I think it's a great profession if you want to do it, but don't do it unless you are really committed to doing it. That would be my advice.
I did say that's what that tells me.
Thanks,
I know.
Steve-O.
It's killing me. Right, it's still here in my hands and my. Sorry. You do, Deb. It
There's
goes
the
for your
buzz
arms and it goes.
Did you
for
not see the last time that I tried hard alcohol? I mean, I will do buzzball again. That wasn't bad. That's like taking a shot of wine or something. But that frickin' whatever it was, tequila or whiskey
Give
or
me a
whatever the hell I
minute.
did.
Sorry. It's like
That was
killing
rough.
me. This one's a long
It
one.
was tequila to kill you.
Ugh. It's like a long one. Sorry. I get those shots of pain, nerve pain. Lyrica works.
Man,
but
do
it's
I
not a
lie
pain.
sometimes?
Yes.
I mean, I'm human. I'm sure that I lie. I don't lie as a rule. I don't want to be known as a liar. So, and I'll tell you this: the one thing I did in my profession, I never lied to any opposing counsel, to any DA ever, because your reputation is something you can never regain once you blow it up. You never have it again, and I do have that. And that has helped me in my career lately. I can go to a senior DA and go, look, this is what your deputy is proposing, and they know that I've been there been working with them for 20 plus years, 25 years, and that I'm straight shooter. I mean, good or bad, I'm a straight shooter. I'm not gonna BS. Yeah, I was gagging on that live. That was horrific. Shot live.
Oh God. Yeah, that was horrible.
Kyle, I remember people flipping their eyelids.
Can you just rub my neck because the nerve pain is really bad right now. Lyrica doesn't stop like the pain.
Sebastian, let me tell you something. If people that lie, eventually it comes out. You can't live a life of lies and not have it come out and be exposed. And when it happens, it's ugly. There's people that live those kinds of lives, people that are one way on camera and another way off camera, Ellen DeGeneres. And, it comes back eventually. You may have a good run, but, I found as a lawyer, being truthful, unless you're talking to the police, okay? If you're talking to the police, just don't, all right? That's your first mistake, is talking to the police. But, generally I've learned that being truthful in life is better. Because, you usually get caught, and that's what takes people down. And it's usually greed or, somebody gets coerced into doing something, but always tell the truth. That's the advice I give to young professionals. Don't get sucked in by some other guy trying to make a big killing off some big deal,
Lately,
and you
a lot,
cut corners and don't follow the rules. You'll come back to bite the little guy, not the big guy. If you're the little guy, don't do it. Little, people that are going to accounting firms, that's what I tell them.
How do I monetize my dad on dementia?
Well, Amy, I think what you do is you go and you get the most ridiculous scenes you can, and you make it like a car wreck, and you put it out there, Amy. Thank you for taking care of Amy.
Me too, Rona.
I love that song, Casper.
I'm getting everything. But the Lyrica doesn't stop paying you guys.
Oh, and thanks for the follow. This is a new channel, so if you haven't followed my channel on TikTok, on this one right here,
Oh, Tamara, that probably
give it a
does.
follow, because
It's a full one.
it's my live channel.
My neck is tight, and so that's what's causing that pain. And if you have the shooting pain through your arms, and it goes through like your chest, it makes you worried.
How you doing in Lakeland?
It does. And so it's been happening a lot. And the more you do with fibro,
Dr. Matter, my dad's right in there. He's eating dinner.
So, Lisa, I think the Lyrica gives me a sense of euphoria that I can keep moving. But when you get those nerve zaps, I mean, they're there.
My stance on Murdoch, that dude was a bad dude. I mean, he was the worst of the bad. He's a guy with power that is corrupt and evil and bad, and that's a bad combination.
The nerve zaps are terrible. And Lyrica doesn't, I mean, it does its best, like gabapentin, it does the best that it can.
Orlando is on Medicare. Yeah.
But it is what it is. You still get those things.
So I think Danielle's going to try and maybe have a live going tomorrow when everything's going on, and you can kind of hear it. I mean, I'm going to be really, under the gun. So like I got to testify. I got to talk to this committee, and that's a major responsibility. I'm going to be concentrating on that. But Danielle, am I afraid of getting dementia? I'm afraid of a lot other things worse than dementia. If I started to experience dementia, I might get
Lyrica is
pretty
the
worried.
sister of gabapentin. It's not completely the
Freddie,
same
but
thing.
Bill's my dad's brother. Teresa, I know we're pretty much all over the place on conversation.
That's what we do, right?
Grandpa's surgery is next week, Bobby's wife.
The 10th.
It's on the 10th.
When's
We
the 10th?
just stopped we stopped his blood thinner today,
Today.
and we're going to start him on antibiotics in 2 days, and we're going to go through that procedure and keep our fingers crossed.
And hope all goes well. So prayers, however you pray is fine. God or whoever your higher power is.
What does that mean? If it's not God, I mean, I don't know. The only other option I know is the devil, people that worship the devil, but I think I'll go with God or the
Everybody
devil.
believes. You believe in God?
Turp, T-U-R-P. Yeah, I believe in God more than I do the devil. I'll tell you that.
I like the devil. Me and the devil are friends. It is. Oh, it does. See, it's good. And Lupus, and I know your pain. Thank you. Yeah,
You
that
believe
was
in queefs.
that was like a zap.
I know that queefs exist.
Yeah,
I've
my first
experienced
queef was with him.
them. It was a surprise,
It
but
was a surprise, and I said, "What was that?" And he said, "Well." So, speaking of queefs, we have if any trends that you think we should do, send them to me or Dan. And the trends, like there's a lot of queef things, there's other things, and well, I think we need to do some trends. He failed on
the old man is doing great.
the four non-blondes thing. He got mad at me. It was gonna be funny. He got irritated because
He's having
I'm
a
me.
T-U-R-P.
I can't queef on command, so I can't do that trend. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of trends out there right now, whether it's queefing or anything other. If you have a trend you want us to do, let us
I
know.
mean, what kind of trend is queefing?
There
I
is.
mean, what are you talking about?
I'm just saying.
I've never seen I don't even think that would make it on social media. I think they would cut that.
No, there's all sorts of trends.
They should cut it.
Well, they don't. But I'm just saying that put me into the trend thing.
I don't control what my wife says. And
We
and
did
why
the
people think
tortillas.
that I
we
have
do-
any kind of
he
control.
has no control over me, by the way. The tortilla
no
slap,
control.
we've done that. There's several trends that I have already been given. I'm not telling him because I want to do it and I want his genuine reaction to it. So I'm not telling him. I said there's gonna be some trends, just go with it. I want to do the one where I feed him. That you have to like
That would be
it's a one cut thing. So you have to do it. Like Dan's gonna have to be able to do it in a one cut. right? It needs to be genuine and demure and mindful. So I'm not going to tell him. So whatever you send me, I'm not going to tell Dan because it won't do well.
Going on. I
So
say, hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. What's going on?
so trends are nice. They're fun. So if you have a trend you want us to do, send it to me, send it to Dan, and we will do it. ABC is coming tomorrow because it's Caregiver Awareness Month, and Dan is testifying or, I don't know, talking to the state about something, caregiving and old people and all that stuff. Have I been drinking? No shit. But trends are what I want to do with Dan.
Blue Coke.
No, it shouldn't matter if I'm drinking. Yeah, I want to do the one where he's eating and I'm feeding him. His hands are, and he's doing the thing, and I'm feeding him. But it's a one cut thing. Like you can't do multiple.
It's a one
cuts.
take thing.
Yeah, one cut.
Okay.
One take, one cut, whatever you want to call it.
I'm just.
So you have to be.
Everything we do is one take. What are you talking about? Everything we do has been a first take, one take.
My
video.
parents are not living. No.
Right? I mean, all our bar videos, all our date night videos, all the ones that went viral, those were one take.
One take.
We don't do multiple takes. Willie Mays is my favorite.
But the feeding thing is going to be one take. Can you do that?
I think I can do it. Groupon procedure. I wish there was a Groupon for procedures. I can read the screen right now pretty good. TikTok and mama. TikTok and mama.
So I will try to put it on live, but if I live it, it's going to be on YouTube and TikTok only. So if you follow me, you'll get it. If not,
Is she a lot younger? 6 years.
majorly younger.
But, age is just a number.
Linktree. Oh no, Wendy, I'm sorry. Grief is awful. It's not fun. And I'm going to tell you that. Dan hasn't lost anybody.
Fiona, my TikTok that I'm on is D-Cell
Wow.
NorCal Live.
We have 4 things going right now.
I'm 57,
He's going to be 58 next Friday.
of course. But I'm 57 right now.
No, you're closer to 58.
Okay. My birthday's coming up, but again, I am 57. And I don't know how you can be closer to 58 when you are actually 57. I think I'm closer to being 57. Like maybe at 1 minute to midnight, I'll be closer to being 58. But right now, I am 57.
What's the 10th? What day is that?
I don't know.
Anybody know what the 10th is? What day that falls on?
My dad's eating a burger right now. He had a nice hamburger on a nice whole wheat bun
My bad.
with some relish. It was delicious.
Botox. 1738. Monday. Monday? He has a surgery on Monday.
Surgery on Monday.
Oh, fuck. I'm nervous. I don't like that. I'm gonna start bobbing to the beat my son's giving me. It's a very hard journey.
Lavina, and
I lost
you
both
know,
my mom and my dad.
and I know that for myself, 3 years from now, it's very unlikely that I'll have both my parents, and it is more probable that I'll have neither of my parents in 3 years, just based on statistical probability. So I'm going to be a wreck, man. I mean, I'm gonna more for my, my dad's, it's gonna be tough because he lives here. It's my life, it's my day, it's my routine. And my mom is kind of like my crutch, who I talk to all the time. Man, it's gonna be a hell of an adjustment for me. I'm really close with both my parents. And it's gonna be difficult.
Not fun. And I'm not looking forward to the next phase.
What happened to the case in a recent video? So the cases that I'm going to court on right now are, they're not very serious. They're not, I mean, it's more the ordeal of going to court. They're traffic things. They're in the penal code, but they're misdemeanor type stuff, not real serious. Nothing that has me anxious or worried. Nothing that anybody's going to go to jail over. So I have a real low stress stuff going on right now. These are old clients. I'm only dealing with old clients and good clients. Clients that are close to me.
Sorry.
Teresa, thank you. My mom is a precious lady.
And some of you know, most of you know, I lost my mom to cancer. My dad to attempted suicide. He died. He didn't die upon the suicide attempt, but he died a couple years later.
James, I'm sorry you've lost so many family members. That has got to be difficult. I've never lost a parent or a sibling. Creeps. Is that are we creeps, analytics? I'm a creep. I mean, that's one thing that I don't want to be known as a creep.
I'm sorry, A13.
That's just not something I want to be. I know what creeps are. I've worked with creeps my whole life. I mean, as a criminal defense attorney, I've worked with some real creeps. And that's a pretty bad name to call somebody when you don't know me. Dude, you don't know anything about me, really.
Mama K, no, he lived for a couple years after the attempt. He had a lot of short-term memory loss. And he died a happy man. He didn't drink. He didn't do any of the things he did before.
That's a fast way to go.
And, I think he just died of a stroke in his chair. So it's the best way to go.
George, my dad, is still here. He's still hanging out. He's over there eating. He might be done.
Oh, I'm sorry, Crafty.
Pop, are you done?
Yeah, he.
Good job. Good job.
Okay.
All right. Let me get you something to drink. Hang on. Let me get you something to drink here,
He
Pop.
tried
Here, let me get.
right here, and he failed. So the bullet didn't go out; it stayed in. So apparently, there's a way to. Anyway, I'm not in there for that. I don't know, but yeah, he put a bullet to his brain
Here,
and he
take a
lived.
drink, Dad.
And actually, he walked out of the. Look at my hair.
Water.
He walked out, and he thought somebody shot him. Yeah. So he never believed to the day he died that he did that to himself. So, yeah, it's crazy. That was hard, Barb. I'm going to tell you because my mom was dying of cancer. So it was hard for the sense that my mom was trying to fight for her life and she was failing, and he was trying to eliminate his.
Look at this, Dad.
So that's my life. Yeah, life as well, 100%.
That's what you're looking for.
So
Go out here with us. Hang on.
I'm sorry, Henry.
Watch it.
Yeah. So it was very difficult at that time, as you can imagine,
Take a piece.
because my mom was.
No, that's yours, Dad.
By the way, the minute I got that call, my mom was.
No, that's yours.
They were
Pop. Eat
planning
it.
out their will. Yeah.
don't
and
know
I got
where
the call.
sock went. Was he missing a sock when you moved him to the table?
Nope, I put it on him.
Hang on, Pop. Hang on.
So at that time, my mom and Ed were planning out the will,
You gotta put your feet up.
and I got the call.
Push that thing out.
And my mom was very upset, as you can imagine, because she wanted to live, and here he was wanting to die. No. So that was a very difficult situation.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Ed.
Hang on, Pop.
So You can imagine
Oh,
how hard that was.
Hang
Hi,
on a
Ed.
second. Let me do one thing, Dad, I'll be right back. I'm gonna
Find
empty
his
this.
sock. And find his sock. That sock for some reason keeps falling.
Alright, folks, I'm out.
So it was really difficult. It was really hard, as you can imagine. Yeah. So. Thanks, yeah. Very sad. Also lung cancer in 2019. She says that she was my best friend in magnitude. And so, you know, we're gonna be writing a grief book with my writer, and just two different perspectives on grief, and one who is Christian faith and complete opposite for me here. And so I think it's very important to do that, because you know, you don't have to align all the time in your face and your political views and all that stuff, but you still can, you know, you still can align in other ways, you know, because we all have commonalities, ultimately, and
Good job,
open-mindedness. And unless you have open-mindedness, you ain't moving forward. Hi, Gator. How are ya? They're fierce because I tattooed those fuckers on because I have no eyebrows. Because he does, Fran. Sorry.
Man, those windows
He
all
was my
closed.
stepdad
I think.
since I was.
What, Pop?
Those windows all closed.
They're all closed, Pop. They don't open. Those are just fixed windows. They have no window. They don't open. Are you cold?
No,
Alright. No, they're all closed, Pop.
I just
No, my hair's
wonder
not.
what happened.
No cut. Not yet.
I think Grandpa's right.
Do you want to show him while he's eating?
Who cares? He's not
Well, he's
nothing
eating.
bad about it. He's
Hi,
eating-
Carrie. How are
eating
you?
a popsicle.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
When are we decorating for Christmas, for the holidays? When? After Thanksgiving?
Hi, sweets. I
I didn't see the name, but your mom and dad died within 8 months. I'm so sorry for your losses, the timing of those losses. But obviously they died 8 months apart. There was a broken heart in there that played a piece in that.
What's that lapping sound?
It's not laughing.
No,
he's
lapping.
eating.
Lapping.
He's eating.
No, is
His
there a
popsicle.
dog right there? Yeah, Coco.
Oh, Coco, get the heck out of here. Grandpa's eating his popsicle.
We have a lot of pets, Lori. Way too many. What? Did you? Just shoot.
Yeah, Judy, KGO, I used to listen to that all the time when I was growing up and lived in the Bay Area. It's kind of died. It used to be the #1 radio show in all of the Bay Area, I think all of Northern California. And they had some people, Krasny, Taliaferro. I mean, I remember some names from KGO, let me tell you. Coco's about 5,
4.
4 or 5, something like that. How you doing in North Carolina? It's a banana. It's a banana popsicle he's eating.
My favorite.
They're delicious.
I love banana. Anything banana I love.
Thank you. I don't look bad for an older guy.
You're welcome.
I'm not that old.
But that's a compliment.
Of course, it's a compliment.
I mean, don't take it as a negative. Bob your head. Bob it to the music.
My dad, not a big boxing fan, not a big sports fan at all.
Millie's outside. She's
I'm
sleeping.
sure, probably like
Hi from
Muhammad Ali.
Gatlinburg. Greg, I love me some Tennessee. I got some Tennessee in my blood, bruh. Yeah. I'm a Tennessean. Conceived, born.
Judy, it's not testifying. It is just telling my story to the committee, so they can use that to try and, just plug in and
Yes, blue
they
checker.
have to formulate policy for caregiving support going forward.
Oh, it
And
is
they're going to
so
hear my
good for that.
story, and
Yeah.
hopefully that will help them. Is KGO coming out with that Sacramento film? I don't know. But hopefully my story to the committee will help them in some way formulate policy going forward.
Hello for all my Tennessee people. He loves the banana. I love it, but I bought the banana ones.
No,
Is he?
No.
he's
Stacy,
driving.
my dad remembers my mom,
No.
and she was here today.
And he said, "Where are you going?"
Yeah, when she
left?
got up to leave, that was what, like they lived together. My dad still thought they're married. And he where are you going, Joanne? That's what he said when she was going home today. That was his question. So he still remembers her for sure. Gator says hi, Dad. My dad was a big music fan. How do we know Kyle Larson and his family? I've never met Kyle Larson or his family, but his mom has reached out. She lives here in our city.
And she follows Dan.
And she reached out and she, said something like, hey, from one well-known Elk Grovian to your dad, I think your dad ought to have some Kyle Larson gear. So she sent us all this wonderful autograph, these beautiful hats and shirts and stuff,
Do you know
which of
who-
course we're not going to wear
Hold
because
on.
they're so beautiful.
Do you know who Schoolboy Bobby Chacon was?
Heard the name.
Okay, Caroline said that my cousin was a boxer. Schoolboy Bobby Chacon.
Does Ed remember how to sing
Shelley-
any songs? No, he
I
doesn't
don't-
sing. I've never
and I-
heard him sing in my life.
And I don't know. I've never heard him sing. Nor have I heard Andrew sing, by the way.
Oh, you had Kyle Larson's dad in
Does he
woodshop
remember?
class.
Does he remember my mom?
Kyle Larson went to the same high school as my kids.
Does he remember? Nah. He calls me Janice occasionally.
Nick,
So
go
I
easy
think
on
that's-
yourself. That's my advice. Go easy on yourself. If you're
We have
starting,
ways. We have
don't
ways.
get down on yourself. You're one of the biggest issues that caregivers have is guilt, because we're imperfect, and we're imperfect a lot because you lose it a lot, and that brings guilt. And all I can say is go easy on yourself. You'll get better, and don't be so hard on yourself when you mess up, because it's gonna happen.
Thank you, guys.
It's gonna happen.
I'm just bobbing.
put this over.
Are you done? Where's the? Oh, you got both sticks done.
That's what the,
Can they live together as friends?
Six.
Absolutely not. And Joanne would say no.
Oh. Listen, I mean, I'd like to have my mom here in my house, but again, they divorced 40 years ago, and for a reason, and
Not yet, really.
it's unfair to my mom, to ask her to deal with his deficits right now after being, away from him for 40 years. So
Thanks, fun.
they get along. They can be in the same room, but I
Do I
wouldn't.
look like my mom?
Living together is different because it's tough.
Kind of.
All the
sometimes.
stress comes
Yeah.
along with it.
I think. I see a lot of my mom in me as I
No.
age. But
Coco.
like when sometimes he calls me Janice. It's just kind of,
Stacy, Janice died of lung cancer.
hi. When Hannah's here, it's really confusing for him. He
Portia
calls me Janice
or
more.
Portia.
Yeah.
Portia. I think the most important things for caregivers is caregivers need respite. They need a break. They need to get away. There needs to be some help to give caregivers a break. And secondly, a lot of those caregivers need financial resources. They give up their earning potential, their jobs in many cases, to take on this responsibility. So some kind of stipend, and remember, the state's likely, or the government's likely to be paying a lot of money if they're in a facility, so it might be cheaper on the state to help compensate the caregiver that's
Thanks,
giving
Sam.
up their job to take somebody in rather than put them in a facility where the state's gonna have to pay every year. I'm a retired lawyer and I still do some legal work. We have some income from social media. I do ads on social media. We have some rentals and we have some income from rental houses. But nothing like when I was working. We are clearly living a different life than we were able to afford when I was working. It's not the same, but I'll tell you, I'm much happier now with a lot less money than I was then when money was rolling. I'm much happier. I much prefer this lifestyle. Daddy's looking pretty good.
He is. He waved at me, that's why, because I went like this.
Pop, you want to go bowling?
What?
You want to go bowling?
Bowling?
Bowling, you know, with 10 frames, you roll down the bowling pins. You want to go bowling?
No.
All right. No, he doesn't want to
No,
bowl.
I didn't want to get things settled. Let's get settled, that's everything.
We'll get settled.
Wanted to.
We'll definitely get settled.
Ask
And
him if he wants to go fishing.
Dad, you want to go fishing? Nope.
No,
Nope.
I don't go fishing either.
Neither do I. My dad has never been a fisherman, never been a bowler. Andrew is those things. Andrew's a fisherman at least.
We lose everything around here.
Cecilia, he does walk every day. We walk every day. We're gonna when we're done here, he's gonna walk to the bathroom. He's gonna brush his teeth. He's gonna sit on the toilet, and he's gonna walk from there to his bedroom. So, and he walks at least 3 or 4 times every
No,
day.
Rachel.
We walk him. He does get
Not
tired, but we walk him.
Rachel, my middle name is Rachel.
He was never a card player, old man.
Danielle Rachel.
I am, but not him.
Danielle Rachel is family names.
Thanks, you
actually,
owe me.
from my dad's side. Yeah. Does he
This
want to
is
watch
quite a
baseball?
little
No.
fabulous
His-
right here.
His favorite pet, I'm assuming, is his childhood dog, just like
Casey.
mine is my childhood dog. And he had a collie, and he bought a collie when I was born. So we both grew up with golden
Does
collies.
he get up at night?
And
No.
I assume that AC is his favorite dog, the
Ask
way
him.
that my first dog
Ask
is
him.
my favorite dog.
Ask him.
Dad, who's your favorite dog? What's your favorite dog's name?
Mine?
Yeah. Who's your dog?
Now,
When you were growing up, who was your dog? Did you have a dog growing up?
yeah, we did.
What was his name?
He was with you guys.
Well, we had a dog growing up, but so did you. You had a collie. You remember his name? It starts with an A.
With a what?
With an A.
Egg?
A. It starts with an A. Your dog's name. You remember AC?
Yeah.
That's your dog's name.
I remember Ace, that was my dog.
That was your dog, Pop. AC was the dog that he grew up with, which looked just like the dog I grew up with. So, and that's also a dog that I want to have again before I die. I want to have another
Bye,
dog
bye.
collie.
You'll get
My
to
bad.
take
74.
a couple hours before you really get to know each other and understand about the person we are.
That's true, Pop. We got to take time to figure out who we are. Dad spewing words of wisdom. Speaking words of wisdom.
Cinco de Mayo.
Let it be, let it be.
Aren't you cold out there if you go outside?
I'm not cold, Pop. I'm not cold. Are you cold?
So,
Are you cold, Pop?
a little bit.
Are you a little cold? All right. Maybe we should get him a teeth brush and get him to bed. What do you think?
Maybe that's within our money. I got
What, Pop? You don't have to talk. You don't have to talk, Pop.
I'll talk to you later.
All right, yeah, you just rest your throat for right now, Pop. Yeah, when he talks, I think it irritates his throat. Thank you, Hunkaroo Dooley Dusky. That's a good name. I mean, I don't know how, what's your handle? What do you say? Hunkaroo Dookaluki. But thank you.
Does he have a purifier or no?
What's that, Dan?
Nothing, Pop. Warm water with lemon honey, we have tried that.
Thanks, Rachel.
We have tried
He
that.
doesn't like it, you guys.
Getting you to drink it is a different
and
story.
I've done the hot tea, I've done everything, and he's
The
like, I don't
checkbook
want
has
that.
not been an issue. The keys
No.
sometimes, but not the checkbook. He does not get reflux, thank God. Not yet. Mucinex, well, he takes a lot of fiber. Pops doesn't drink beer, Omaha. He's
No,
never been a
Mucinex
drinker.
is Mucinex Mucinex is for the mucus.
Good job, Pop. Good
Get
job.
that little cat down over here.
Yeah, the dogs are going after the cats.
Not the dogs, only one dog. Give him water.
Jay,
Everybody needs.
I mean-
Everybody has the best solution to everything.
You know, if we gave him water right now, you would really see a cough fest. That's what you would see. We got to give him a minute to let it subside, and it will. In a couple of minutes, the irritation that's there will go away, and that's what we're waiting for.
Where's it going now?
He got strangled on his ice cream. That was a popsicle, and you know, whether he's coughing or not, we have to get liquid down him. Right? That is an absolute necessity. It's a requirement of
But we
life.
do it after he's done with the
I'm
spasms.
gonna go in the, kisses for a minute.
What do you need, Pop?
Huh?
What do you need? You want to wash your hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
I
Yeah,
got
his hands are sticky, so he wants to wash his hands.
I'm gonna give him a wipe.
Johnny, be good. It is frustrating. I mean, and that we hear that a lot, and it is every time I hear that, no matter where I am in the house, right? My chest tightens every time I hear that cough. I know that you must feel the same thing. I'm more used to it than you, but it doesn't mean that my body doesn't physically react every time I hear it. There's not a whole lot we can do about it right now. It will subside,
Well,
except keep him calm.
and we have the routine of it down, right?
We've been dealing with it for a while, so it's not that we are not reacting to it. We've been dealing with this, and it is incredibly stressful when that cough comes up, and
No,
we do the best we can.
Stay away.
Coco, leave Grandpa alone. What is it you guys do for a living? I'm a retired lawyer, Jeremiah. We earn some money from social media. We have some rentals. I rent my old office out and a house, and Danielle hawks stuff on here, and we're getting by. We're getting by. It's certainly not anything close to what it was like when I was working full time as a lawyer, but we're getting by. And I'm happier, a lot happier than I was.
I know.
I don't eat the steak dinners. I don't eat go out to expensive places anymore. I don't gamble, those things that I was able to do before, but I'm a happier person, much happier. You can follow if you're not following this channel right here on TikTok. Follow it. It's my live channel. It's my second channel. It's where I do all the lives, and I post videos here, some different videos. So if you haven't followed, give a quick follow.
How long did you guys?
Grandpa does not have a cold that I'm aware of. He might have some allergies, but this is what we've been dealing with for a couple of months now. If you've been watching, you know the cough is something that came up 2-3 months ago, and we've been dealing with it.
We're gonna stand up. Go on, hold on.
Some
right here.
Nebraska steaks. I'd love to eat some Nebraska beef. I was not a famous lawyer, no. I was just a small town lawyer here in Elk Grove, dealing with local people.
Okay.
I've had some pretty, some famous clients, but I'm not about the law on here. I got on here after I was moving out of the law. I love it. I love criminal law, but if you watch the channel, you know why I had to get out of it. Mike, I'm not going to name names. I mean, people know that my clients. I've had some clients on videos that are famous, but I don't. It's not something that I talk about. I don't like to talk about my clients on social media. I will tell stories anonymously about cases that I've had that are worth telling at some point in this process. Maybe after my dad's gone, I will start telling some, but as I have a lot of amazing stories, but it's just right now my focus is not on that. I will at some point love to get into that. I'm glad to see you in the Philippines. I think my nephew's going out to the Philippines, and Mama Bear, I had a heart attack in 2019, and I had it right before a really important hearing the next day. Some guy was going to go to jail anywhere from 2 to 5 years, and that's a lot of pressure, depending on how I argued in one day. at least tomorrow, I know it's a busy day. I'm going to be under stress. I'm going to be talking to a committee. I'm going to be on a news cruise here. But no matter what happens tomorrow, nobody's going to jail. So I'm not, I don't have that kind of stress level going on. And thank God I had the best argument of my life. After my heart attack, we had to delay the hearing 3 weeks, but I went back and my client got 2 years. I gave the best argument of my life. I was motivated to do that. But it showed me that, I don't want to orphan my kids because I'm passionate about what I do. And I'm not somebody who can extract themselves from the case that I'm in. A lot of lawyers are really good at compartmentalizing and move from one case to another, and then they just shut the door on that case. I had a difficult time doing that. I'm really, I formed a bond with, and that's why I'm still in laws, because I have so many old clients that I've bonded with that call up that have issues, and that's what keeps me going. I don't deal with any new clients, just old clients, but they're my friends. They're people that are in my life, so thanks, James. I appreciate that. You wish me good luck tomorrow. My heart is fine now. I am a much healthier person than I was when I had that heart attack. I cut out a lot of unhealthy behavior. Now you might see me drink a couple beers on a live, but 10 years ago that couple beers was 20, or worse, or just things that I've cut out, and I've cut the stress out, and I like myself a lot more. I'm a better person than I was when I just practiced law. The heart attack and dealing with my dad has changed me like nothing else. I mean, it's made a new person, because you sometimes when you don't get kicked down in life, when nobody ever comes and humbles you and knocks you off your pedestal, you go along life thinking you're bigger than life, or that what's important is what you want and your desires. And when life comes and just knocks you on your ass, it wakes you up, and it makes you aware of people's suffering, and life isn't always a straight line in one direction. It's up and down. And then when Andrew got his illness, I mean, all these things came together at one time to really just knock me on my ass, to the point that, if my kid died, if something happened to him, Debbie, people who care for kids with autism, mad respect. I mean, I have a guy from high school who has a severely autistic kid. And, when I got on, we reconnected because of social media. And he would tell me some of the stories of things that happened in his caregiving experience with his own son. Getting kicked out of apartments because your kid, it has an episode by the pool and scares other guests, goes into the library. My friend passed out and was taken to the hospital because his kid was having an episode in the library, and the stress became so much for him, he just couldn't handle it. Caregiving is tough. Grandpa is in the bathroom. Danielle's got him. It's a lot of work, and you're dealing with real life. You're dealing with life and death and happiness and sadness, and you're dealing with the emotions at their nth degree. Just magnified emotions, and it can be very difficult, but it's also incredibly rewarding. As I was saying, I like myself today. Dad's procedures on Monday. We hired somebody that comes in 16 hours a week, 4 hours a day, 4 days a week, and Mary sits with my dad, and she's absolutely wonderful. And it gives us, we don't have to worry for those 4 hours. She takes care of him. She makes him lunch. She cares about him. She makes sure he drinks. She's a godsend. Debbie's, yeah, you took on the responsibility, except for your sister died and you took over her kid. You are an angel. I mean, one of the biggest fears of people that have autistic or, severely disabled children is what's gonna happen when they die? What's gonna happen? And if we didn't have sisters that, like Debbie, that stepped up and took over, man. We always have his catheter changed by, a lot of people say, why do you go to the emergency room to get that stuff done? And I'll tell you, my wife was mentioning, we have a good friend whose father is going through the same thing. He has a catheter in. He's in the hospital with an infection that won't go away. And they brought a nurse in once to try and change the catheter at home. She couldn't do it. The Foley is stuck in his urethra. This I heard last night. And they don't know what to do. But I've always taken my dad in to UCDs. He's there. And if something goes wrong, they can deal with it right there. My mother's health is, up and down. She was good today. Tonya, I appreciate your asking. She was here today. She's going to be here tomorrow because I want her here to see, ABC News and be here when I talk to the committee. So I want my mom here, and so Mark's going to bring her. My dad's in the bathroom with my wife. Yeah, it's all scary. Dear, what's going on?
We're doing a Code Brown,
Okay. You need help?
not yet, but
Okay.
I think I'm gonna shower him,
You want me to get off?
probably in the next couple of minutes.
Can you come exit your things?
Yeah, just
Okay.
because I gotta get him into the shower.
Megan, yeah, I'm tomorrow. ABC News is coming here at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm also speaking to a governmental committee on aging to try and tell my story so they can use that to try and formulate policy for the future. So all that's going on, and we're gonna go take care of my dad.
Yeah, I gotta
When
go.
I hear Code Brown, that's good. That's
It's good.
I want that to happen
It's
tonight.
good.
And he's been really regular. We've been really fortunate.
But I need to get him into the shower.
Guys, thanks so much for hanging
Love you
out.
guys. See you in the morning, early. I'll be on.
Appreciate it.
Love you guys.
We'll see you guys next time.
Taking care of business.